Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Masafai, back with a video. Currently at the kitchen table. Probably call this like Kitchen Table Tuesdays or something. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Uh, I wanted to talk about something while it crossed my mind because this is something a lot of people may talk about, may not talk about, but I wanted to talk about it since it crossed my mind. By the way, I found these hiding. I've been hacking at the house today, so I wanted to wear them. But outside of that, it crossed my mind today because a lot of people seem to get themselves in binds, or be in binds, I would say. And they seem to reach out and call certain individuals when they need to borrow money or receive loans or whatever, get favors done for them, whatever the case may be. They always seem to be in a bind or whatever the case may be. Now, this can come from family members, friends, so-called family, whatever. But in a lot of cases where you have people whom you consider friends or family, and there'd be that distant relative or that distant friend. You know, the one you don't talk to so often, every couple years, in some cases, decades. But in this case, I'm bringing up, I don't know if I want to go specific, but anyway, on my mind. I'm speaking what's on my mind, and I'm going to talk about it. Anyway, if you really don't deal with people like that, and out of nowhere, this person calls and they need to borrow some money because something catastrophic doesn't happen, whatever. They found a way to call you, whatever. And then you went ahead, I went ahead, kindness of my heart, gave them a loan, whatever. And, crisis averted. At least to my knowledge, at least. Crisis averted. Also, I was promised that I'll get my money back soon. All right, cool, whatever. So that's probably 5, 6 months ago, and I get a call recently from this individual, and it's not even to pay me my money back. It's to help them get out of another bind. And it's like, really? Like, I haven't heard from you in months, and the first thing you do when you call, instead of paying me back, is I'm back in another bind. Why didn't you call and pay me back initially? Why every time you seem to call me, it's only when you're in a bind? You need something. You need someone to bail you out of things. And I try to talk to people with much respect as possible to them being adults. And I just try to help a lot of people look in the mirror that look at how you look. You only call people when you need something. As soon as you get it, you disappear, and then you don't even pay people back. And the first thing you do when you end up back in the bind is call the person you haven't even paid back to borrow more money. And that doesn't make sense. To the people out there who borrow money from others because you haven't worked hard enough to save it on your own, please note that our money is not to be given to you without, with no hopes of getting it back. We work our asses off to save our money, to make sure that we don't end up in a bind, not to bail you out of yours. Get it? That's the terrible portion of keeping yourself in a good position, is everybody always look to you as the savior or the hero or the most disciplined one. Well, if I'm disciplined so much, well, you need to discipline yourself the same way. I just don't get how it functions in people's mind who can't seem to get themselves out of a certain loop or a certain life decision choice in a certain path that they going down, and it always seems to be at the detriment of everyone else to help you get out of your binds, and you're not even trying to pay people back their money in a decent time frame. That's what I just don't get. It's a nuisance. I hate being a hero. I hate constantly looking out. I hate the constant nuisance of people benefiting off of my level of discipline that I've shown or grown myself to hold myself to that standard. And I be hoping people hold themselves to a certain standard so they get to a level to where they don't need nothing from anyone. But apparently that doesn't happen too often with a lot of people. And it's only a small percentage of people that really prepares for rainy days and things of that nature. Here's what I'm saying. Life has problems for everyone. Life has problems for everyone. Life is full of ups and downs. When you get to being an adult, especially an adult male, a man, we know that no one on this planet is going to save us. We know that. So why even allow ourselves to fall into positions to where we need help from people? That's the type of mentality and how I live my life. And like I said, it just becomes a nuisance sometimes where everybody want to call the most disciplined one because they want to call me to bail them out of their jams. And I'm fed up with it. Like, I shouldn't have to, and it ain't even a have to. I shouldn't even be warranted to be bailing people out of their jams. People should be or have enough pride to want to get themselves out of their own jams. That's the one thing I try to really instill into people. You should have enough pride to want to save your own, to get yourself out of your own jam. Not call somebody whenever you end up in a shitty situation. And then why do every time you're living life whatever way you're living it, you can't keep it stable enough to not avoid a shitty situation? That is not life handing you lemons. That is you putting lemons in your life. Whatever decisions that you're making keeps you in these binds, in emergency situations, and always needing help to get out of. It's you. So please, ladies and gentlemen, look in the mirror. Start developing your own sense of pride and start working your ass off to get yourself on your own feet. This has been me, Masifa. Hope you have a great day. Peace.